Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Die Maschine Easter Egg video. Alright, let's get into it. So, I just landed. The first thing you need is to pack a punch. That's like the main objective. I mean, to turn on power, I should say. So, you turn on the power, you're doing it to pack a punch. But the first thing you do is go to the control room, you turn on power, you activate the two buttons, the portal spawns in the middle where the pack of punches. If you played this before, if you haven't, it'll spawn in the middle of the control room. So there you have it. It's a big purple looking ball in the middle of the room. It'll take you to the dark ether. Once you get to the dark ether, you're gonna need a machine part. Now there are two portals. There's one that spawns in the pond and there's one that spawns the crash site, but they both lead to the machine part. Once you get into the portal, you get the machine part. You go back to the control room and you put it in the middle of the control room, and presto, voila, you have your pack-a-punch machine. So at the pack-a-punch machine, you can upgrade your weapon 3 levels and you can add the ammo mods. I'm privy to cryo freeze, but for this, I used shatter black. Well, I think I started. Okay, I started with napalm, whatever, napalm mod. The next step is to go back to the dark ether. Using the portal that spawns and pick up 3 artifacts. There's one in crash site, there's one in the yard right by the stairs, and then the last one is in the control room again at the bottom right before you get to on your way to medbay. If the portal spawns in the pond, the one in crash site will show up first. If it spawns on top of at the penthouse, the one in the yard will spawn first. If it spawns in the control room again, the one down by on the entrance to the med bay will spawn first. But that's how to determine where to start. But once you get the 3 pieces, you're gonna build something called an ether scope. So you got your 3 pieces. You're gonna head back to the control room, and there's a workbench right under the pack-a-punch machine. You use that, and you build your ether scope. Once you build it, make sure you pick it up. Don't forget to pick it up because you need it. But yeah, you get the ether scope and you go back to the med lab. Well, I've gotten in this one. As you can see, I got the ether scope, and I'm gonna let it go. Now we're gonna try to get the wonder weapon, which is the die cannon. So what happens is a megaton spawns. You take the megaton. He splits when you defeat him the first time, and then you defeat his 2 halves. Once you defeat the 2 halves. One of them drops a key card. You pick up that key card. Don't forget, you have the ether scope ready. Nothing changed. You still need to get that ether scope. So you've gotten the ether scope. That's why I'm going ahead with this. And then now you got the key card. You're gonna take that key card and you're gonna go to the room with the Deadshot daiquiri. Not the room itself, but above it. There's a little, like a nuke right before you get into the. You know what the door that leads into the control room is with the purple arrow? There's a little computer looking thing there, or like whatever it is. That's where your key card, what you're looking for, some kind of control card for the Die Maschine is. So now you've got the key card. Now you go back to the med bay and you can spawn. You can go into the portal. This is what the ether scope you build is for. Once you get into the dark ether, go to the med bay. And there's a computer right next to the computer is a diary. Pick up the diary. Now go downstairs in the med bay, and it should say anomaly detected. Go to where the sound is coming from and activate the anomaly. Once you activate the anomaly, press X and you'll give him the diary that you just picked up. The next one is in the trials room. It's on the right side of the trial if you're looking at it. You do the same thing. You give him the diary. Then the third one is right by the bench where you built the ether scope at. You go back there, you give him the diary also, and you've completed that step. That's the diary step. You have to complete that step to proceed. Like if you don't give him the diaries, he won't give you the password to the computer, and you can't proceed in the mission. So the next thing I did was I tried to get the wonder weapon because I have the key card now. So you have to go to the room right next to the yard. The one that's on your left when you first on the left, if you're looking at the door that takes you to crash site, you have to go. Is right there. You go inside. The machine is right. It'll say anomaly detected again, and there's a crack in the wall. and you have to activate, turn it on remotely, it would say, as you can see in the video. Now the thing is, you need zombies for this. You need to have a horde of zombies with you, and because that's what fuels it, I guess. But as you can see, I didn't bring enough friends to the party, so if you don't bring enough friends to the party, which is if you don't have no zombies with you, it'll overheat and it'll shut down for a while. So I think this took me 3 tries, if I remember correctly, first. But the good thing is, as long as you keep bringing zombies, it'll keep adding them. You see, I went and found me a VIP for this party. I brought a Megaton Hunter with me, and that seemed to do the trick. But the thing is, like, every time you do it, as long as you feed it some zombies, it'll count towards your next one. That's what I noticed so far. That, you will require less zombies next time. Now you have the die cannon. So you're gonna take the cannon, and this part I didn't put it in the video. But the thing is, you have to get upgrades for the cannon. It seems I forgot to give the third guy the diary, so I had to go back and give him to the diary. That's what just happened there. That's not an extra step. I just forgot to give him the diary. And then now that I've given him the diary, I went back to the med bay and I put the password that he gave me. Now that I've given all 3 spectral reflections the diary. And you see, I have all the upgrades for my die cannon now. Giving them the diary activates the password, which activates the machine that I'm shooting at right now. And you have to get all 4 upgrades for the cannon. I have another video, if you find it, with how to get all the upgrades easy, no problems. And you have to shoot each upgrade to the corresponding color to get it to the arm to crawl up, which spawns another portal right next to the machine. Now this portal takes you to the dark ether, and you go back to the same place with the laptop, with the computer, and you hear anomaly detected, and you activate it again, and that gives you the dark ether wrench. Don't stand there too long because they talk for a while, so come back and pick it up when they drop it, when they leave. Go to the yard, use the wrench on the tank, drop some Sentex on the tank, where the zombie spawns out from, and it'll fire, and then you can go back to crash site. At crash site, you see it drops the decontamination canister, I think it's called, for the machine that you just powered up by shooting it with all the 4 upgrades for the die cannon. So now you're taking the canister, you're gonna go back to the same most of the stuff happens in the med lab, so you're gonna always be returning to the med lab. Now you put the canister in the whatever that was. Now it's gonna tell you that you need a subject. What you need is the twins that spawn when you kill the Megaton. You have to lure them into the med lab and get them to stand under the machine, and it's gonna suck them up. And I guess they're gonna decide 2 heads are better than 1, and they're gonna reform back into that one person again that they were before you killed him, and he split into 2 out of anger, I guess. I don't know why he split into, but he decides he wants to be one person again. Now once you suck up both bombers or hunters, whatever they're called, you go to the computer, you activate it, decontamination happens. They form back together. There's a cutscene. You see the cutscene. They get back together. They're like, "Oh my God, no! This place is too small for 2 of us. Let's go back to being 1 person." And then, I guess they get strong enough to break out, because now they aren't 2 skinny people. They're 1 big muscular guy now. And they're like, "Oh yeah, let's get out of here. This party sucks. There are no women." And so I'm waiting for him to bust out. I guess he's all mad. "Oh, I'm a monster." But I guess the point of the machine was to help them give the zombies back their memories, I guess you could say, to make them whole again, to make them human, to give them personality. But I don't know why. I guess I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, he escapes. He runs off like, "Oh my God, I'm a monster. Oh no, don't look at me." And yeah, you're left there wondering what the hell is going on. Now you go back to the dark ether, and you have to go. The portal you use is the one. It's in the same room where you got the die cannon from. You use that portal. You go to the room next to the yard where where the ammo box is for the yard, and you get an anomaly there. The anomaly also talks for a while, so let him talk, walk away, let him talk, and then pick up whatever he drops. If you're watching, well, you're obviously watching the video, so you saw it. I just explained what you just saw. Once you pick up the picture, you'll get taken to the control room again, and the lights are off. You know, I guess everything is over. It's almost over, and the guy looks at the picture that you picked up. Remember, the picture was in the room right across next to the yard. You know, not the one next to the one where you got the die cannon from. And now he's all like, "Oh my God, yeah, I remember. I had a family. Blah blah blah. I'm human. I don't like zombies. I'm gonna help you destroy whatever this is." And you know, we're gonna have to work together. So this is like the main event. So it's better. I suggest you be prepared. But luckily, you have almost everything except the workbench. So the armor guy's right down there. The pack-a-punch machine is right there. So if you didn't upgrade all the way up, you can still do it while, you know, because you're spawning in massive amounts of megatons and megaton bombers. You get the red one, you get the yellow one, and they're just all trying to kill you. And the plague hounds are just everywhere, and zombies are coming out of everywhere. And your job is to make sure that they don't distract Orlov from doing whatever he's doing. I guess he's trying to deactivate the cyclotron. So your job is to make sure to keep them off him while not dying also. And also the die cannon ammo refill costs like 10,000 now, I think 10,000 essence. So I mean, the way around is just just suck up zombies. If you're not too scared of dying, you don't think, oh God, I've been playing for the last 3 hours and I don't think I could do this again. You can just buy ammo, which is right same way where you spawn the portal for the particle accelerator. There's an ammo box right there. Or you could just use the die cannon and you just keep sucking up the zombies, which I did a lot of. It helped. It works, but I mean, it takes a while. Once again, make sure you keep those zombies all off, because if you don't, he won't. Like, it will take forever. I mean, if you like running around killing zombies and you don't really care, nah. I didn't see anything bad really happen. I don't think he dies. I don't think they can hurt him. But whatever. So now, once you've done that, there's a very specific way out of the to exfil. You have to go through the med lab, and you have to jump the gap. Once you jump the gap, you run straight to the training room, and you go right up to the tunnel. You're turning back to the crash site. Make sure it's a crash site. Don't try to go through because you think it's closed and you're gonna go the other way. Those things will kill you. Those little blue things you see on the screen will kill you in one shot. I mean, your field upgrade is very important for this part. Tesla Storm or Ether Shroud are like my suggested field upgrades. Things that can help you keep the zombies off you without killing you and give you a chance to get away. And there your exfil. Boom. This zombies are still coming, so get them off you, and boom, yay, we're out of here. Orlov, we love you. Oh no, we'll come back for you. We promise, don't worry about it. We'll be right back. We're just going to oops. Okay, so maybe we don't come back for Orlov, but it's all good. We all got out safely. Ha 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 ha. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed.